Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Bethesda news update. A lot of you have probably already heard the exciting news that was announced on BethesdaNet yesterday. Mods are finally going to be coming to PS4 for both Fallout 4 and Skyrim Special Edition. I was gone all day yesterday, and so I wasn't able to jump on that hype train when it rolled in. And I didn't even find out about it until several hours after the announcement. And so, of course, that's why this video came out today instead of yesterday. Anyway, this is very exciting news for us PS4 users. Bethesda said they weren't giving up on mods for PS4 and they're delivering. They're keeping their promise, and I knew that they would be doing all they could to achieve this. I knew they weren't just giving up on us. They came through, and really, it will be worth it. Worth the wait, you guys. It really will. So, let's get into the specifics of this announcement. The news update on BethesdaNet has said, we are excited to announce that mod support is coming to PlayStation 4 for both Skyrim Special Edition and Fallout 4. Additionally, we will also be supporting the new PlayStation 4 Pro with both titles. Skyrim will have these features when it launches on October 28th. The new power of the PlayStation 4 Pro has allowed us to make Skyrim render in native 4K, and it looks better than ever. It goes on to say, mod support will come to Skyrim first. We and Sony have worked hard to make this possible. Mods on PlayStation 4 will allow you to modify and create your own content by using our creation kit. You will not be able to upload external assets with your PlayStation 4 mods, but you will be able to use any assets that come with the game, as most mods do. By creating a Bethesda.net account, you will be able to browse and try mods right from within the game. So, there will be limitations, but what does that mean? For those of you who have never modded a game before and don't know the lingo, I'll explain. The assets that a mod uses are the models and textures, the sound files, and so forth. So, what Bethesda is saying is that the PS4 will only be able to use mods that utilize assets that are already in the game. So, only the models, textures, and sound files that already exist in Fallout 4 or Skyrim. That means we won't be able to use new armor models or weapon models, no new settlement building items that were made by the mod authors, such as new wall textures or models, new clutter items that haven't been seen before, stuff like that. On the screen now are some examples of mods that we won't be able to use. However, while that is limiting, and you may be thinking it's still not worth it, you couldn't be more wrong, especially for settlement building. There are so many game assets that aren't available in the build menu. Go wander around any location of Fallout 4 and you'll see dozens of stuff that we can't build, but mods can add to the build menu. And really, that's all I would ever need. I wasn't even going to download settlement mods that add a bunch of new stuff to the game. I just wanted access to the stuff that was already there, and now we'll be able to get it. So, if you're really into lore-friendly settlement building like I am, this is really good news for you. However, if settlement building isn't really your thing, you may feel the limitations more. You won't be able to download all those cool new armor and weapons mods, which is what a lot of people actually want modding capability for. So it may still be a toss-up for some people, depending on what you originally wanted out of mods. Which brings us to the main question that so many people are probably going to be asking. Will it still be worth it to play Fallout 4 on PS4? Or more importantly, will it be worth it to buy the new Skyrim Special Edition on PS4? Again, that's going to be determined by the individual gamer, of course. Maybe you already have a PS4 and you can't afford to buy a different piece of equipment, then yes, totally, it's going to be worth it to you because it's definitely better than nothing. But if you don't care about getting mods with... if you don't care about getting mods with new assets and are content with whatever we do get access to, then great. But if you had your heart set on kitting your Soul Survivor or your Dragonborn with all kinds of new gear and weapons, then you'll probably be a little disappointed. Not to say that new gear and weapons won't be available, because they will. They will just be reusing old models and textures, which a lot of them do. A lot of them reuse old models and textures, or they piece together different parts of things from the game to make completely new weapons with. And so there will be new weapons and armor, just not brand new, never before seen, completely 100% new. There won't be anything like that. So that's something that you'll have to decide for yourselves. I'm pretty sure that for someone who has never played or modded Skyrim before, the vanilla game with access to the limited mods will be way more than enough for a very long time. I mean, let's face it. At this point, us PS4 users will take whatever we can get. And since we've gone so long without mods, even a few very basic ones will be awesome. Now, people are already asking me how this news is going to affect my channel, so I'll answer that right now. I will obviously be doing PS4 mod reviews for both Fallout 4 and Skyrim. Again, that's back on the roster. In addition to PC mod reviews once I get my PC. So I'll probably, like, I don't know, alternate, or I'll specify somehow if they're for PS4 only or both or PC only. You know, I'll mix it up. I'll do a little of each. I may or may not do modded settlement builds. I still would like to keep my builds as vanilla as possible, just because not everyone will have all the same mods all the time, and there will always be people who will never get mods just because they don't want to. And I want my builds to remain something that anyone could build. And then you can add to them with mods if you want, you know? I may do some shorter modded tutorials in addition to vanilla builds, but really, I'll really have to wait and see about that. I haven't decided for sure. I am still going to be doing a modded Skyrim Let's Play, but I won't be doing it on the PS4. I am going to be doing it on the PC still after Christmas time when I get the PC. The ideas I have for the mods I want in my Let's Play won't be possible on PS4 because a lot of them use new assets. Not to mention, I want to use way more mods than the PS4 will let me use. Last we heard, and this may change, but so far it hasn't, the PS4 will be limited to 900 megabytes of space for mods. And that's so small. I don't want to be limited to that in my Let's Play. However, I will still do Skyrim tutorials and stuff for console, so no worries to console users. I'll still be putting out plenty of relevant material for you guys too. Like I've said before, I am a console gamer, and that's never really going to change. I'm always going to have PS4 stuff on my channel, and it will likely always remain the majority of my content too. Anyway, so what's the timetable for this new content? Well, Bethesda have said that mods for Skyrim will launch with the game on October 28th, so we'll have mods for Skyrim right out of the gate. The Bethesda Net update goes on to say, after the work is complete on Skyrim, we'll be updating Fallout 4 mods and PS4 Pro. We expect Fallout 4 to take advantage of the PS4 Pro in 4K, along with enhanced lighting and graphics features. So I'm not sure exactly what they mean by once work on Skyrim is complete. Does that mean that after the game is launched? Or after they complete all support for it? Or just all like they get the mod stuff worked out, the bugs worked out of that? I don't know. It's not clear. But I think it's pretty safe to assume that we won't be getting mods for Fallout 4 for at least another month and maybe a little longer. But they are coming. I knew they would eventually. I had faith in Bethesda that this was probably more important to them than it was to us even. They had a lot riding on this success of PS4 mods, and I knew they weren't just going to give it up. And really, you guys, I have to say, shame on all you guys who hated on Bethesda or sold your PS4 out of spite. Really, shame on you guys. Luckily, there hasn't been a lot of hate expressed on my channel toward Bethesda or Sony, but I've seen a lot of it elsewhere, and I think that any hate has been very uncalled for. Bethesda has a good track record, you know? This is the first time they've ever not delivered a product when they said they would, and I think people should have just given the benefit of the doubt, taken a step back, taken a deep breath, and just waited it out to see what would happen. So many people just reacted to the news that mods had been cancelled and let their emotions get the better of them, and that's a really bad way to react to anything, really. So, I applaud those of you who remained faithful, remained hopeful, and didn't let your emotions take over your sanity. Bethesda was working really hard to make mods for PS4 possible, and they made it happen. And they certainly never deserved our hate. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Just my little rant of the day, because that had always bothered me. But I'm excited about this. I'm excited for the future content on my channel, and really looking forward to what's coming up. It's going to be fun. Anyway, that's going to do it for this news update. You guys are the greatest, and I will see you in the next video. And until then, remember to play safe, play nice, and have fun. Bye, guys.